patrons, subscribers, fans, followers from around the world. What's going on? It's your boy Jeremy Alexander Newsom here with a coin market update, and the one I posted on Saturday was, for the exclusive patrons on our IR4 podcast right here, the July 20th, 2018. Pretty exciting stuff. I mean, realistically, the analysis was we need to bounce, and we need to bounce soon on some of the other currencies, but Bitcoin right now still leading the way with really good volume. Up 6.68% right now. Here's the weekly chart, and we can see some really good bounces off of this support. What I'm doing right now over the next few days and just kind of really racking my brain is trying to figure out what's happening next. And I'm going to be doing that with really diving in and digging into this time frame. Let me do this. So pretty much this time frame right here. This is the 2014 quote-unquote bubble on Bitcoin, and it's kind of my thought process that we might be very closely tied to something like this part of the rally, maybe. Of course, it doesn't have to be, but it certainly could be. And that's what I'm watching out for and keeping a close eye on. I don't think we get something as substantial as this, a lower low and then a continuation higher, but it's certainly possible. So we're going to be kind of keeping a close eye and trying to determine exactly what happens and where she moves and why over the next few days. But at the present moment, things are looking good. Here's the daily, and the 200 to 8,600 on Bitcoin. Again, some good volume. Likely we'll be pausing pretty close to there, as that's what happened last time. So really just here to see exactly how far she moves. It's exciting. Again, very nice inverted head and shoulders pattern. Good breakout above that neckline. You got some good movement going on. Looks nice. Here's the weekly exponential moving averages, and we're actually above all of those right now. So that's also kind of a good sign. So yeah, we will see. We'll see exactly what this bounce does for us and how long it should hold. More on that on Saturday in your next coin market update. Ethereum also up 5%. Haven't taken out last week's high yet though. So Bitcoin has, Ethereum still working on it. That 50 EMA just Mike Tyson this thing right in the face as it traded to that 50 and then failed. But seeing some good volume. Again, we're at a really interesting pivot on Ethereum because this lower high marked in this highlight pink kind of thing, we have broken above or kind of trade sideways through that point. So that's an interesting thing because we're holding up relatively okay as a support, and you have the 100 simple coming in at 325.96. So excited to see if this thing can really pop and rally hard. Here's Litecoin, and Litecoin again, you got the 100 simple at 71.31. As long as we don't break below that anytime soon, we should be okay to slowly creep higher. But again, we have and were higher just pretty much this time last week. So here's hoping that this small little rally tries its best to continue, especially on Litecoin, and see if we can pop and get a close above here. But really the line in the sand is that 100 simple on Litecoin. Dash trying to do something exciting. Here's Dash Bitcoin on Poloniex, and this is the weekly as of right now. And we trade down into some good support. You have some long lower shadows, but as random as it seems, Dash is a little bit on the weaker side. Here's the the weekly chart up 4%, but again, hasn't made a new high yet. So Bitcoin is one of the few currencies that actually has made a new high. Other than Stellar Lumen, Stellar still strong. Looks like a really nice pennant pattern right there. Kind of excited about its potential breakout and a little bit of a surge higher. But Stellar doing its thing weekly, still looks good. You have 5 white candles in a row so far in a weekly, so it makes sense for us to kind of rest a little bit on Stellar. But I could see a pop up here to about 45 cents or so on that one. Time will tell, of course. Here's Monero XMR USD on Kraken, and Monero up 6%. Here's the daily, and it's also been in a pretty comfortable little downtrend. So here's the downtrend on Monero. Let me try to get this drawing in here. So something like this. Take these peaks right here. So we still have a little bit longer to go on Monero before we really break out of that trend line at the bottom. But if we do, I mean, that would be good. So we're at some really good prices. We're at some good support. This is the location for us to begin to bounce if we're going to in this broader market. Obviously, a lot of people are hoping that's going to happen. We have been trading down in quote-unquote bearish market for 7 months. But as you all know, everything that goes up must come down. This is a healthy thing. I'm excited for it to occur, of course, but you still have a long way to go before you get out of the woods. Ripple only up 2.5%, but again on decent volume. So yeah, we're having a good day today. The question is, will it last? And I still think we're in an accumulation process. Your boy Bitcoin's going to be the one that's leading the charge. And as long as it keeps it up and as long as it keeps churning and burning, we should be good to go for a little bit of a higher move on Bitcoin. I do like the fact that we also have broken out of all major down trend lines on Bitcoin, including this one and also including this one. So really, we've broken out of all of those, and so now we just kind of get an idea and get a feeling for how much harder it's going to last. I'm up here at the Money Show Traders Expo in Chicago, and I did attend a Bitcoin conference seminar with Charlie Shrem and John Najarian, I think 2 nights ago, and they were pretty bullish on Bitcoin. A lot of people were talking about it, and that was really actually right here when this doji was forming. So since then, up 1,000 points, or about 17% since they began chatting. So that was kind of exciting to see. Maybe a lot of the people who were here went onto their phones and their Coinbase apps and started buying some. Who knows? Last but not least, let's go look at Bitcoin Cash, which I do have a dollar or two of that. BCH USD, and that one's up 9.7%. Some good volume, again, at some good levels. Next 2 or 3 days will be important and pretty impactful for some of these coins, as again, you do have some double bottoms, you do have some inverted head and shoulders patterns on some coins out there. Nice double bottom, nice retest, nice volume. Everything is doing what it should be doing. So if you are buying down here, kudos to you. I am in some. And I mean, look at Bitcoin Cash here on the USD on Coinbase. I mean, that's a really, really rock solid support. So here we go, fingers crossed. Let's find out what happens. Buy low, sell high, know your time frame, mitigate risk, make some money, and continue learning, growing, and creating brain waves and enriching lives. We will see you all on Thursday for your weekly interview. And until then, love, live, learn. You guys rock. Bye.